Hi, oily friends! How's everybody doing? Amy here, and I am so excited to talk about tonight's topic, using essential oils to support our emotions and our mood. So first and foremost, I would love to hear what you guys use, which essential oils you use to support your mood in the comments. But let's talk a little bit about how essential oils work in general. I'm sorry, not essential oils, emotions. I'm so used to talking about essential oils. How do our emotions work in general, okay? So first of all, we have 3 brains, okay? These 3 brains, they work hand in hand together to create our overall well-being. And so let's talk about these 3 brains. First of all, we have our brain, of course. And in our brain, 90% of our behavior is produced, right? The way we think is, or what we're thinking about is usually what we're gonna do, right? That's where we come up with our solutions and our decisions, okay? The second one is our heart, okay? So with our heart, we actually have neural pathways that connect to our brain, our heart to our brain. And so they work hand in hand together. So our feelings actually do have a small percentage of say in what our brain is thinking and what our reaction may be. Okay, so they work together. And then the third is your gut, okay? That gut feeling in your stomach. So 90% of our serotonin and good feeling chemicals are produced in our gut. Okay, so imagine when we think about emotions, the different emotions that we go through on a daily or weekly or maybe even a regular basis, all those emotions and the feelings we go through, the stress, the ups and the downs, the overwhelm, all of that is affected by the well-being of all 3 of our brains, the brain, the heart, and the gut. Okay, so we need to support and connect all 3 of our brains together so that our overall emotional well-being can flourish. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, when I first started using essential oils, this was the thing I was super skeptical about. I was like, no way, emotions? You cannot change your emotions. That's ridiculous. But then I had my own experience and I decided to grab for an oil that was recommended, and I'm telling you right now, my mind was changed because I realized how much it just supported me through that moment. So I'll share a little bit more about that later. So I've seen so many amazing stories out there of people who have emotional issues on a daily basis that are holding them back in life, and then they incorporated their essential oils and it literally changed their lives. Hi, Laura! So we're going to talk about how we can support our entire system for emotional well-being by using essential oils. But first, I'm going to give you a couple of tips. Outside of essential oils, there's some important things you need to be doing, guys. First of all, you need to be getting rest, not just sleeping at night, not just 8 hours of sleep at night. It means throughout your day, you're allowing yourself to essentially get the rest that it needs. Bring down tension, bring down stress, have a moment of silence, breathing, okay? Another thing that's really helpful with your emotions is exercise, right? That creates that dopamine, get that excitement going on in your body. You will feel amazing even just if all you're doing is running in place for a minute. Trust me, it's amazing. Or just going out for a walk. All of those things, drinking water, making sure that your diet is including some healthy items in there. And even I would go as far to say, make sure that you're on a vitamin D supplement. I swear by vitamin D, it changes a lot in your system. So that's outside of essential oils that I would recommend that. If you need an introduction to a supplement that can help you with that, reach out to me and I will help you with that. Okay, so now let's break into the essential oils. That's why we're here. Which essential oils can we use and how do we use them for emotion? Okay, so I guarantee that the first way that most of you would say to use your oils for emotion is to smell them, right? Most people know that aromatically we're getting it into our system and it's helping calm us and soothe whatever that emotion is. And so if that's what you thought, you are correct. That's probably the top way to jump in and immediately start helping your mood or your emotion that you're dealing with, okay? So I'm gonna talk you through how to do that. So first of all, I have 2 oils here that I highly recommend for those of you who deal with or have someone in your life that deals with anxious feelings or nervousness, okay? Raise your hand. There are a lot of people out there that deal with this, right? So don't be ashamed. So lavender, I bet you wouldn't have guessed that I was going to show you that one, and serenity. So serenity is a blend that has lavender in it. It also has some other amazing calming oils, and these are my highly recommended for people who are dealing with anxious feelings. Can I tell you something? There are way too many children who are taking medications for anxious feelings, and that breaks my heart. That breaks my heart. I used to be a teacher. I love kiddos, and the fact that kids are being put on medication under age 13 for these things, it breaks my heart. So when I can offer them something, first of all, that they enjoy doing, because I know they don't enjoy taking a pill, okay, but they also can actually help them immediately, that blesses my heart so much. So this is my go-to for those anxious and nervous feelings. So I'm going to show you how to use these for your emotions, okay? So aromatically means smelling it, right? So this is super simple. If you're brand new, this is super simple. Break out an oil and let's try this together. So this is my Serenity. It's my favorite. It's nighttime, so I'm going to do this because I'll probably go to bed soon anyway. So all I do is I take my hand and I just get 1 drop of Serenity on the palm of my hand, and I rub it together, and then I cup it and I just breathe in for a few seconds. So if you're in an anxious moment, this is what you want to do. Just keep smelling it until you can't smell that oil anymore, or you feel that anxious feeling, those anxious or nervousness going away. Love it. I love this. This is what I do when I crawl into bed because it helps me relax and fall asleep. But seriously, you guys, it's as simple as that. You can also use, I have my diffuser over here. You just add some water and a few drops of your oils in there, and you're going to breathe that in. So the diffuser is also another amazing option. Another great option for those anxious feelings, guys, is my Citrus Bliss. So Citrus Bliss or Wild Orange, citruses are uplifting. And it just uplifts your mood. But one thing that I love about Wild Orange is that it can actually help you focus and shut down your mind. So if you're running lists through your mind because you're anxious or you're worried, or you're just going to bed and you're a normal woman and you can't shut your brain off, then grab your Citrus Bliss or your Wild Orange and smell it the way I did with the Serenity. And basically watch yourself kind of calm down. A lot of people say, well, if it's uplifting, does it wake you up? It's not. That's not the way it works. They're not going to just kind of go, bam, you're awake, or bam, you're asleep. But it just kind of soothes your body through what it needs in that moment. It supports it through that. So Citrus Bliss is another option. So when I'm working with kids who are anxious, I have them smell lavender and wild orange, or Citrus Bliss and Serenity, and I let them choose. And then they get to choose and they can have it. I'm also wearing this necklace, if you can see it. This is my diffuser necklace. Hi, Janelle! Yay! This is my diffuser necklace. How cute is this? It has some lava beads. You can get this on Etsy. Okay, there's lots. Just look up lava bead necklace or diffuser necklace. That's great for your kids. They have them for boys too. And what you do is you put your oil on here. You just rub it in, And throughout the day, you're going to get whiffs of that oil, or you can pull it up and smell it. And I love that idea. When you're sending your kids off to school, they're nervous about a test, they're nervous about this or that. How wonderful is it that they can pull that up and smell it? And I just love it. It's awesome. It's awesome. So that's how you would do it aromatically. So aromatically is going to help you like right away. Right away, you're going to notice it soothing whatever emotions you're going through. Okay? So now let's talk about how to take it to the next level. How do we stimulate self-repair? For those of you who have been dealing with emotions long term, some of us have crazy emotions. There's depressed feelings. There's grief from loss. There's maybe guilt. There's things that you're not letting go of. These are long-term things that can hold us back, and we don't even notice it. We're just holding on to it. We bury it deep down. And what we need to do, guys, when we're dealing with emotion, we need to deal with it. We need to deal with it. Cry your eyes out. Breathe. Okay? Meditate. Pray through that. And then smell your oils. And I can tell you right now that you can stimulate self-repair through your entire system to support those emotions you've been dealing with long term. Okay? So even if this is an emotion that you've been dealing with since you were a kiddo, let's try it. So topically, a lot of people don't think that topically is going to support your emotions, but it can. So let's kind of break that down. So I'm going to show you a couple of oils that I would use throughout a process when I'm really dealing with some heavy emotions. Okay? So first of all, the number one that I would break out is my balance. First of all, balance is something that I use every day. This is the grounding blend. It has several oils in here that are there to help you with stress, to ground you, and to calm you. Okay? But also what's really cool about this blend is it's oxygenating to your blood flow. So when you put it on, you might notice your blood veins kind of popping up, because when you're tense from stress, what happens is your blood cells are clumped together and it's creating all that tension in your shoulders. So we want to break that up and soothe our bodies. Okay? So balance actually oxygenates your blood flow and helps soothe you and grounds you. So the first thing I do every day after the shower is I put a drop of this on my big toe, because my big toe is connected to my brain. The nerve system is connected together that way. So when I put it there, it's the fastest way to get it to my brain, which then helps me with my stress and my emotions. So balance is number one to my process of long-term emotional support. Okay? And again, it's self-repair. So when you use your oils consistently like that, you're going to start noticing down the line that those emotions are starting to disappear. Those anxious feelings are starting to disappear. You're starting to be able to let go or work through some of those emotions. It's really a cool process that you can go through. Now, of course, there are some emotions that are very personal to you. There's so many, right? We already talked about depressed feelings and grief and things like that. But doTERRA has done an awesome job at creating emotion blends. They are blends of oils that come together to support you through very, very specific moments in your life. And they named the blends according to the emotions you would be going through. So for example, there's forgive. How many of you guys need to forgive someone or yourself sometimes at the end of the day? Okay, forgive, let go. I call that the let go blend. When you cannot let go of something, forgive. So let's talk really quickly about where I would put forgive or any of my emotion oils. So forgive, it comes either in a little bottle like this, little 5 ml, so you can diffuse it, or you can get it in a roller, so you can just roll it on while you're on the go. So, but if we're putting it on topically, what I do is I love to put it over my heart. Remember, when you use a roller, still rub it in. Don't just roll it and go. You got to rub it in. I love to put it on my wrists, behind my ears. You don't have to do all of them. I'm just showing you. And your pulse points, and over your heart, and smell. You're getting it in all areas that you might need. And really, honestly, you guys, this is something, when I'm going through emotions, I do all those spots and I just pray. I just meditate and I pray and I just let go of everything and I talk about it. And I feel myself just kind of dealing with the emotions, but also just drifting through them and watching them be soothed. It's a really beautiful process. So when you're working with oils topically for long-term usage for your emotional support, you're going to put it over your heart, behind your ears, your wrists, and your pulse points. Those are all really great places. And again, on your diffuser necklace, if you have one, it's amazing. Have your oils with you all the time if you have emotion issues. So, Forgive is our Let It Go blend. The other one that I absolutely adore, Peace. This used to be called the Peaceful Child blend, but then people weren't using it for themselves as adults. Guys, this is for everyone. We all need peace in our life. It's also really great for focus. There's great focus oils in here. But more specifically, this is really great for children who are on the spectrum because it can just help soothe them when they're feeling overwhelmed, or I don't know, just the different things that they go through. So Peace is a really beautiful one for that. So is Serenity as well. We have Console. It's like a big giant oil hug. Cheer, Passion, and Motivate. Which one's your favorite? If you've tried these, which one's your favorite? I love Motivate because it's citruses and mints, two of my favorites together. And it's awesome because they come together to uplift you and they motivate you, keep you productive and keep you moving. So I love that one. Passion smells like candy. Get passionate and creative and ready to go. So they named their blends so that it's easy for you to grab the one that you need in the moment. I love it. It's so amazing. Yes, Console. It's like the big oil hug. When you need a hug, it's kind of like letting go, but it's also just like, I need a friend right now. I just need someone to hold me. So I love that. Yes, Maria, it was the Peaceful Child blend created into Peace. So it's awesome. I love it. So to stimulate self-repair, we're doing this process on a daily basis. And we are being consistent about it. Did you guys know that you can apply your oils every 30 minutes? Because when you use an essential oil and it gets into your blood flow, it only takes 20 to 30 minutes for it to service all of your cells in your system. It is that fast. So a lot of people, they think about what they know and they go, okay, every couple hours, right? No, every 30 minutes until you feel better. It's as simple as that. Remember that, and you won't mess up. You can't mess this up. And, with emotion, I just wanted to throw out a couple of other amazing oils for that. First of all, Elevation. Elevation is beautiful. This one is really great for people who are going through grief or loss or sadness or depressed feelings. So people who are really dealing with those kind of feelings that are related to sadness, Elevation. It elevates your system, your body, your mind. Now, if your emotions are hormone related, I'm going to share with you my favorite, which is Clary Calm. This is a blend of oils that helps balance your hormones, whether you're a 13-year-old girl or a woman going through menopause or wherever the heck you are. Put this on all those spots, over your heart, behind your ears, over your thyroid, okay? And support your hormones, and literally, your husband will never know when it's that time. And then also, I didn't want to not share Jasmine and Rose. These are powerhouses for emotion. And actually neroli too, love. All three of these are flower oils, so I don't know if you caught that, but flower oils, I keep showing them to you. Why? Flower oils have some amazing aromatic compounds that support emotions. They're calming, they're soothing, they uplift. Okay, so you guys, nowadays there's a lot going on in this world, so we need to support ourselves. We need to take care of ourselves. I think self-care is 100% overlooked for a lot of women and men, and we need to stop it. If you had an oil that you could grab and just open it and smell it, and it could soothe you and help you give rest to your mind or to your heart, how hard was that? Really, guys, how hard is it to smell an oil, to put the diffuser on, to put it behind your ears? It's not hard to take care of yourself with your essential oils. So I know I was kind of a little bit all over the place, but I hope that you guys have found a couple of ways you can use your oils for emotions. Remember that breathing it in, especially in the moment of that emotion, is going in through your olfactory bulbs through to your limbic system. Your limbic system is the seat of your emotions, which means you can actually alter your emotions. So use your oils, smell them often, and support your body through all those emotions, and you will start noticing major differences. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me tonight. I love my oil family. Hi Shirley, hi Maria. You guys are awesome. Thanks for hopping on, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.